Hi everyone, my name is Barbara. I'm the owner of Spanish for Kiddos, and today I want to show you our Spanish math practice workbook activities for preschoolers and of course pre-K to kindergarten, which is a great workbook and has tons of practice in here. I'm going to just show you, this is of course the cover on there. And then it's got a table of contents that you can go through. It's very interactive, so once you click on there on the PDF file, you can go to the corresponding sections there. And then in that section, there's tons of practice in there that you can do. And one of those is, of course, the number sense that you can practice. And I'll show you what you can do. Like I said, it's got more than 50 pages in there that you can practice. And one of the things it has in there is this number sense, which you can, what I'm going to do is show you how you can use it. Of course, you can make multiple copies of this and then practice throughout. You can even cut this if you want to, or keep it in the workbook. You can do that as well. But one of the things you can do is use either a pocket sleeve that has a dry erase, or one of these sheet protectors that you have here, like this here. And then what I have here is just a very simple Expo pen or a dry erase marker, and you can just practice throughout how to practice those numbers. Of course, you want to do that in English and in Spanish. And then I'm just going to do this one here. As you can see, one of the things that it has here, of course, is these cute little sheeps that are just so fun to count. And of course, if you ever counted sheep to go to sleep, you know that you can count sheeps. And here you have 1, 2, and then there's more in the workbook as well. The other thing you have here, of course, not just the number, but also the number practice. And as pre-K or even toddlers, they're still not practicing how to write, right? How to handle whether you're left-handed or right-handed, how to hold that. They might hold it this way, they might hold it different ways, right? So one of the things you want to do is actually practice those fine motor skills with these type of exercises that I have here. So one of the things you can do, of course, is with your little fingers. You can practice what those are. If you do multiple copies of this, of course, you can do that. But what I have here, let me see, I have this color here. You can use your dry eraser and then have them color those with the dry erase marker, something like that. You can also do the finger paint. You can also do the Q-tip format. You can do a dot if you want to. That could be a little small for do a dot, but it depends on what size you have. You can do that as well. When you do that, you can easily have them do that. Another way to do that is maybe with another different color that you can do, such as this. Can you mark those in there like that? And then have them practice what those numbers are. As they get older and you have other worksheets, of course, as Spanish for Kids, we do have other worksheets that can allow you to practice what those numbers are. You can practice writing those as much as possible. So that's one way to do that. And the best thing about this is that you can dry erase. And what I have here is just a very simple solution of dry erase. And I'm just going to put a little bit on there, just a tiny bit, just to dry erase the sheet here. And the sheet protector, that's what I like about these sheet protectors. They're very durable. If you have a pocket one, that's even more durable, that you can do that, because you can practice over and over and over. Like I said, math is about practice. The more you practice, the more they're going to get great at it. Another fun activity that's in there that you can do, let me just erase that for just 1 second, is this activity here. This is another activity that you have on there, which is to color by number, colorear por número. It's a cute little Christmas tree or a tree if you wanted to, with some ornaments and some gifts. And what I want to do here, and again, you can make multiple copies of that and have them practice, or you can practice with the dry eraser. And in this way, what you have is the following. Now, if you have all the colors, you can do that, or even with markers, you can do that as well. That could be something that you can do. You can take your red, for instance, and practice that color throughout this. You can color it here and find all the number 1 to color that number on there. and for this case is the bow. Do you see another number 1? We have another number 1 here and another one right here that you can do so, and that can easily do that there. Another one is the orange that we have here, and that's the number 2, el número 2. So we have an orange here, and then we have one here as well. And it's a great practice to actually do some eye coordination as well. It gets them practice to look for that number, to look for where you can find number and match with the color. And that's all I see there. Then a number 3, I'm going to use a marker actually for number 3. So I can show you that I can actually use with marker as well. So I'm just going to color here so that you can see so it doesn't get much throughout the pine tree. That you can do that as well. And you can easily do that as well. So that would be a great thing to do there. So that's for the number 3. And then you can have them color that in if you wanted it to. And that's with a marker. The next one is blue that I'm going to color here. And then this is the ornament. So I'm looking for the number 4 there, which is another one here. The number 4. And then my next one is going to be yellow. And again, I'm going to use my marker to look for that. I don't know if you can quite see that. The yellow there is a little bit off there just because it's just so faint. The yellow there. Oh, excuse me. See, this is why we use a dry eraser. My yellow is actually a number 6. So that's a great thing about a dry eraser, because you can go back and actually erase and then fill that in. So again, that's the number 5. Again, that's the number 5, not the number 6 that you can look for. That's a great thing about dry erasers, that you can go back and fill that in. And then my next one is my pink. I have this one as close as I could to get pink. I know you might not see pink as a dry eraser, and that is the number 6, which is this one right here. This one right here. And then I see a little pink here for my ornament, and I think that's it there. And then my next one is purple, which is this one here, which is number 7. And I'm going to color here real quick, number 7, and then within my ornament as well, right there. And then my last one here is brown. I have a brown here, which is for marron. And that's the number 8, which I see right here. Number 8. Okay, so again, it practices not just only numbers, eye coordination, fine motor skills, because you're actually trying to look for those numbers like you saw that actually cut those. I looked at the number, I looked at the color and not the number, and how I got those kind of confused there. So again, lots of practice with that. You can actually make copies of this, have it paint, color. You can have crayons, color pencils, any of that type. You can do that as well. And like I said, because this is a dry erase, you can easily go back and then start over again. You can go back and see how you do the next time. And again, it erases really well with our markers there. And then we can go back and start over. The best thing about the dry erase is that you can keep on practicing. Now, if you want to have this maybe for an activity that you want them to keep on doing, then you can do that. I think that's a great idea. But I think this workbook has tons of practice that you can do over and over, and the kids will have lots of practice in not only math, but such as fine motor skills and any of the other activities you'd like them to do. So thank you so much for joining me for this fun video, and hope that you join me for another fun video next time. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.